What's up, everybody? It's your boy Duty back again with another video. Today I'm asking you guys to take a trip with me down memory lane and let's recap all of the companies, all of the businesses that have mistreated our boy Phil. Let's get into it.
You know, how many businesses this year mistreated me? Streamlabs stopped taking tips for no reason, never explained it. Twitch kicks me out of the partner program, never explains or justifies it. No evidence of anything. And then on top of that, you know, Teespring, same deal. It's like 3 different businesses this year decided to mistreat me with no evidence of anything, never even saying here's what you did wrong, just fucking, you know, giving me the boot.
3 separate companies. 3 separate companies he just stated, all essentially cutting ties with our boy Phil. And yet, he did nothing wrong. They all plotted against him and decided, we're going to mistreat Phil. Yeah, that doesn't sound right. These companies don't interact with each other, Phil. You're not that important. And no one cares about you that much to actually, conspire against you. So, all right, let's keep going.
Fucking space mistreated me, and here they are. And by the way, since I got laid off, about half the company's gotten laid off, including my hiring manager who hired me originally back in 2007 is gone. Everyone's gone, and the company is basically on its last legs, going to go out of business. Gee, maybe if you didn't fucking lay off the people who actually did all the work, you could have actually gotten something done. But I'm just saying. So pretty interesting to see.
Wait a minute, who did you take on dates?
It was a long time ago, honey. A long time ago. So anyway, interesting to see the movie theater I grew up with, which is literally in the same lot as the company that I used to work for. There you go.
In February, Machinima basically mistreated me, insulted me, and then decided to end their partnership with me. After I told them I didn't want to work with the company if they were going to insult me and not help me, they said, well, we're ending your partnership then. To which I responded, oh, well, fuck off then. I don't need you. Okay? I mean, seriously, they really have fallen apart. Okay? And I'm, at this point, I'm so happy to be done with them because I don't want to be part of a fucking sinking ship. I just don't. And I don't want to be with a company that's going to screw me over and treat me badly. No one should be backed into that corner. You know, Machinima's been going downhill for years, and the reason I stuck with them, honestly, is because they always paid me the most. But it came to a point where they weren't paying me, you know, anything amazingly better than what anyone else was gonna offer. And really, the only benefit that I had with staying with them was that I was in a managed partnership. Now, what does that mean? It means that I would be immune from things like these content ID claims that literally have destroyed my Grand Theft Auto and open world sandbox playthroughs. It means that I'm protected from the content ID claims from Nintendo, so Nintendo can't claim every fucking video I ever put out of a Nintendo game. You know, it basically means that I'm protected from all the bullshit on YouTube, which, by the way, is completely illegal. I'll say that again. Content ID matching on YouTube is fucking illegal. If it went to a court of law, YouTube would lose. They paid me for the work I did. They mistreated me completely. And then they ended up fucking, you know, laying me off unfairly, too. Because it wasn't like I did anything wrong or I was, didn't do good work. In fact, I got commendation for how well I had done at the job only 2 months before they laid me off. It was just a ridiculously bad business that was falling and running themselves into the ground, and they laid me off and it completely screwed me over. Like I said, if I still had that office job, I never would have done YouTube full time. YouTube would have always been a side hobby, and I probably would have still done videos and made money on them. I would have monetized them, but it never would have been my source of income. I would have kept the office job and always done YouTube as like a night thing for 2-3 hours a night, and it probably would have been way more stable. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Well, company I've ever worked for mistreated me. So how could I possibly say I had a roadmap of what I wanted to do if I wasn't a YouTube streamer or content creator? I never wanted to be a YouTube streamer or content creator. This fell into my lap as something to do when I was laid off from my job at that helicopter company. I would have loved to be a person who had a roadmap. And this was a stable roadmap of something that I could have done my whole life, and I would have never had the chaotic uncertainty that I had for my whole life. It just never happened. In fact, as crazy as it sounds, all right, as crazy as it sounds, this job that I'm doing now is the most stable job I've ever had in my life.
Okay, so essentially our boy Phil wanted to work at a place for 30 years, 35 years, and retire when he was 65 with a pension. This isn't 1950, Phil. Times have changed. Most jobs are now mobile, so essentially you can pick up and go work for another company and take your 401k or whatever whatever you're being offered. The days of working for a company 30 years, 35 years into retirement and it being your only job ever is long gone. I mean, that's far and few between. Not most people don't have that luxury. But with that, you can actually take advantage of it. You can actually bounce around if you like. Most people do that, especially that's what most younger people do. They bounce around from company to company, and that's how they increase their pay. So typically, if you start at a company, you're more than likely going to be making more than what you were making in your previous position, and then your coworkers that are the same grade or the same job title, you'll more than likely be making more than them. So that's how it works, Pim.
That's what I mean. Like, I agree with people that, yeah, it's kind of messed up that I'm just trying to stay here because obviously these people who are here mistreated me. I don't think anyone could argue that. How could you not argue that that's a mistreatment? To try to destroy someone's livelihood and not tell them why you're doing it, right? But again, I want to be here for you guys. I want to be here for this community. They ridiculously mistreated me in the way that they did and kicked me out of the partnership with no justification whatsoever. I needed help, and people stepped up and said, we're going to pledge to Phil's Patreon for the first time in many, many years, just to help him out in this time of need. And I appreciate everyone that did. So what I want to do is give a shout out, and there's a lot of people who pledged who normally wouldn't have, and I want to give them some credit. They completely mistreated me. They accused me of something they proved absolutely no evidence of that ever happened, right? When I tried to appeal it, they wouldn't listen to me at all. They ignored me, completely ignored any request for evidence or appeal. They don't care. And then they not banned me, but suspended me from the site for a week for something I didn't do. When I called them out on it, then they undid their mistake. But it's like, dude, I'm not going to stay with you anymore. Fuck that. Mistreated me and made me have to leave to maintain a business. You understand that? I didn't want to leave there. I loved having the community that we had, 4+ years of building a streaming community over there. And then having to leave because they basically treated me like crap, And, it sucks. The situation still sucks. I'm still sour about it. Admittedly, I am. I'm angry that I worked my butt off there for 4.5 years and they basically gave me the boot for no reason. Okay? So that being said, when I hear, the reason that we're not supporting in this method is because you don't get the features on YouTube you had on Twitch, it's like, man, I can't help that. If it's something that I could directly do to change and improve, that's one thing. Because then I can say, all right, you know what? I did something wrong, or I'm not doing enough, and I can improve, let me do it. But when you tell me, it's because there's a feature, on one site versus another, and I can't help that, that genuinely upsets me. Just another business that's mistreated me, right? All right, we got a couple, basically Twitch mistreated me completely this year. First, they kicked me out of their partner program with no explanation. When I requested one, they said that they'd done research into my content and found that I make hateful content. To which I was like, no, I don't. I don't ever make hateful content. Watch any of it. What am I doing
yes,
on
you do,
stream?
Pimp. How many times did you get suspended from
kind of
Twitch
person.
just for
I never
hateful
said a
comments?
hateful word to someone who hasn't completely said insulted me or whatever first, right? So basically, they're fully.
So he never said hateful things, but then he prefaced it with first of all, he said he never said hateful things. Then he prefaced it was, I never said hateful things to anyone who didn't say hateful things to me. So, yeah, okay, whatever, Pimp.
And I don't have to feel like I'm constantly walking on eggshells watching what I say or how I say it, or God forbid, I accidentally say a naughty word, I'm not going to be just banned from the fucking site with no recourse or defense or way to fix my business. That's literally the situation you are in 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on Twitch. At any moment, you rub someone the wrong way, whether it's a moderator or someone running the partner program, legal team. Yeah, legal team my ass. You're so fucking legal. You're a bunch of fucking idiots. Anyway, anyone over there can just at a moment's notice say, we violate our own terms. You're gone. Here on YouTube, they don't do that shit. If you actually do violate a rule, they'll warn you. They'll say, listen, you violated the rule. Maybe you get a temporary suspension or you get a warning, right? You don't immediately get kicked out of the whole fucking site. That's ridiculous. This is supposed to be my business. And you're going to treat me like a 5-year-old, right? No.
That's because you act like a 5-year-old pimp. All right. Well, that's it. There were a bunch of other videos, but you guys get the gist. The man is just bitter and spiteful, and he can't let go of the bitterness towards Twitch. It seems like so. All right, pimps. Hope you guys enjoy it. Peace out.